The Uncrossable Corridor. The early morning air was filled with the buzz of speculation as students gathered around to discuss the latest rumor. A student had been found unconscious in the corridor, a long, dark passageway that connected the main building to the new one. The corridor was rarely used, and its narrow, winding path made it seem even more foreboding. The rumor was that the corridor was haunted. People said that if you walked down it, you would feel like you were walking through a cave. You would hear footsteps echoing behind you, and no matter how fast you ran, they would always stay in sync with your own. You would look around, but there would be no one there. One student, Hideki, didn't believe the rumors. He was a teenager, and he was always up for a challenge. So, he decided to prove the rumors wrong. He gathered his friends, and they went to the school in the middle of the night. The plan was simple. Hideki would walk down the corridor, go into the new building, and bring back something from a classroom. He opened the door to the corridor and stepped inside. The door closed behind him, and he was swallowed up by the darkness. Hideki was immediately struck by how much more terrifying the corridor was in person. He felt a chill run down his spine, and he regretted ever making this bet. The sound of footsteps echoed in the empty hallway, and it felt like something was coming for him. Hideki gathered his courage and started running as fast as he could. He felt something brush against his neck, and his hair stood on end. He could feel something behind him. In the darkness, Hideki thought he heard a soft laugh. He turned around, his teeth clenched, but there was nothing there. Just the empty hallway and the flickering lights. Hideki felt a brief sense of relief, but then he heard a soft whisper. "What are you doing here this late?" Hideki screamed and started running again. He ran as fast as he could, but no matter how fast he went, he couldn't seem to reach the other side of the corridor. Finally, he collapsed from exhaustion and passed out. His friends waited for him for hours, but they were too scared to go into the corridor themselves. Eventually, they gave up and went home. Hideki was found unconscious in the corridor the next morning. From that day on, the corridor was known as the Labyrinth Corridor, or the Uncrossable Corridor. No one dared to go near it after that.